say your piece and find a cab. Time and revealed you as a pariah, like you're living on an island. Everybody can't be wrong. Each time by yourself broke that bond. The seat shines when you put that black light on. They hate me, but still rap my songs and still speak my name. 2 pennies for my thoughts, I'ma speak my change. And for your liars running crazy with your souls on fire, the truth keeps me sane. You won't see me lame. Fake brothers fall on in numbers.
Brooklyn, the home of the Nets, in a fine Eastern Conference affair here at Barclays Center. It's Wednesday Night Basketball, live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by the talented analyst tandem of Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. David Aldridge is on our sideline.
Here we go.
Taking a look at Charlotte. It's a disappointing segment of the season for this team, no doubt about it, as the losing streak has continued, guys, to grow.
Yeah, and Kevin, things are starting to get a little bit out of control for him. This losing streak is starting to become an embarrassment, and it's only going to get worse if things don't change.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And what I like about Miles Bridges, such a versatile player, scores it, rebounds and passes, and also gets after it defensively.
I love his energy, too. It's clear. His work ethic is strong. I mean, he just wants to keep improving over time, and I'd say that he's well on his way.
And here's Charlotte. It's a three-point game. Here's Rozier. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Oh, you gotta love Rozier. Skying up for the dunk. Really seizing the opportunity and capitalizing with his tremendous leaping ability.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. Here is Harden. 33 points last game. And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Harden on the wing. Right now he averages nearly 23 points a game, a relentless offensive force.
And the cold start gets a little colder. Just 1 for 4 to start the game.
Out to Hayward. Drills the three-pointer. Hayward's got 6.
Now, this is where Hayward just gets better and better, squaring up off the catch.
And the shot is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Here's Rozier. Following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Ball feeling it out a bit. In the corner, it's Bridges. Clock at 4. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. Offensive rebound. Here's Ball. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Here's Harden. Bucket is good. And when you look at the regular season, Chris, was there a part that was more difficult at the start, the middle, the end? Where?
Yeah, Kevin, the physical tone, I think around All-Star break, that's when it gets the hardest. But you get a little bit of space after, you get refreshed, and then you're ready for the home stretch.
Rozier for 3. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
You see the cleverness of Irving on that play, able to get his shot off despite getting whacked.
Gordon Hayward.
And a new group in for the Nets.
Personal. Second team foul.
And more than one observer, Greg, has called Irving the most entertaining player in the game. What do you think?
A lot of competition for that distinction. But Irving does some things that no one else can, at least at his level. And then you never know when he's going to give us a juicy soundbite.
You want one? Let's go!
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Defensive intensity has to pick up, and I'm sure coach is going to let them know that.
Coming out on the floor for the away team.
.153 left in the first quarter. Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
And with the monster finish, he stops an 11-0 run by Brooklyn.
Outside Griffin. Thomas, it's a wide open look. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Griffin.
Amazing awareness. He's committed to keeping his eyes up and teammates involved. That's the type of player Griffin is.
Here's Martin. Rebound, Brooklyn.
Oh, you hate to let those easy chances slip through your fingers.
Pass to Thomas. Back to Irving.
Who's watching here?
54 seconds left to play in the first quarter. That's in. That's his fifth field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Knocked away. And it's out of bounds. And they say last touch by Griffin. Charlotte moving it around. Back to Washington. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
You got to really wrap up Washington on the way up. I mean, he'll muscle his way through the contact.
The Hornets shooting their first free throw of the evening. 36 seconds left in the first quarter. Irving with a clean look. And the three off target.
When the D forgets about him on the perimeter, they're playing with fire. Lucky they don't get burned here.
Now Oubre. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Chalk up 2 there.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Yeah, so far both teams have been outstanding at the offensive end. We've got a lot of game left to play.
Here's Irving. What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for the Brooklyn Nets. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no sign. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Nets.
They've been effectively aggressive here in the first half, driving to the hoop with authority and getting a lot of their points right at the rim.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
Hornets trail by 3. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Brooklyn Nets are creating a fresh legacy. Kevin Durant says it's new energy. We're one of the first teams in Nets history where fans are expecting us to do good things. The basketball culture is deep in Brooklyn, and they're looking for a team to latch on to. Well, guys, it looks like they found a good one.
I agree, David. Thanks. Pulls up on the wing. To the middle. And that one's good by Aldridge. Aldridge has got his first points of the game.
well, here's the thing. Irving draws so much attention from the defense. I mean, there's always a guy left wide open.
Nice shot by Smith.
And, you know, he's not usually the guy to break out the crossover. Worked for him that time, but I'm not sure I would be doing that consistently.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. And you look at the 2021 draft class, just some unbelievable talent at the top.
I mean, Cade Cunningham, for me, probably is the consensus best player. But, man, you got guys like Suggs and Green and Kuminga with that rare athleticism. And then how about Mobley? He really defines what a modern-day big is supposed to be. I mean, what more could you want?
And it's Harden with the ball for Brooklyn. 3-point lead. And this is the first time matched up with the Hornets this season.
And they usually came out on top when these two teams faced off last year. No surprise, they're the better team.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And really an incredible playmaker his entire career. Harden has taken that up a notch. And he now often looks for his teammates first. Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Outside ball. Shoots over Mills. Easy jumper from very short distance. And huge assist totals for Harden, which is also a reflection, Greg, of the talent around him.
And he's played with some of the best finishers in the game throughout his career. What changed starting last year was his mindset, making him all that much more difficult to defend. And with LaMelo Ball, this team struck gold. Exactly what the Hornets needed. Great production and a face of the franchise type of talent.
You know, Greg, thinking about LaMelo and this team, he's got the fans here in Charlotte excited.
And Kevin, let's be honest here for a moment. The Hornets haven't had a lot of luck in the draft. Finally, they knocked one out of the park, and the fans are ecstatic.
Pass to Rozier. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Alert play on the part of Washington. He's a much stronger player when he shows the type of awareness and unselfishness. Oh, you see that? I mean, come on. He's playing with them, juggling act. I mean, he's so clever with the ball in his hands, just a master at creating space for himself.
Washington inside. Banked in off the glass. Washington's got 5 points so far.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
Charlotte trailing. Bridges inside. Edwards with the block. Harden left side. Not going to go that time. Excellent D there from Ball. On the wing, Rozier. 12 points his last outing.
Oh, their movement is good, and they get the ball into the right hand. Now, usually he drops those in between jumpers.
The three from Harden. That one's not going to go. And Charlotte will go the other way with it.
His field goal percentage has dipped this quarter. I mean, his movement has to be better. He has to find the open spots on the floor.
P.J. Washington.
Washington, that's good.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Good on the three-point shot.
Taking control of the tempo. I mean, Harden won't let the other team turn their last three into a run.
Rozier hammers it down right over the D.
Oh, wow. With that size mismatch, I mean, he's the one supposed to be getting dunked on, not the other way around.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Pass to Washington. Outside ball. Back to Washington. The three-pointer, no good. The Nets with the lead. There's 18 seconds left in the first half. Back to Mills. The rebound by LaMelo Ball. Bridges inside. James Harden getting it done for the Brooklyn Nets. And we'll be right back after this. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Right side, Irving. Harden outside. Outside, Irving. Shot clock at 6. And it's sent back by Plumlee. Here's Rozier. Here's Bridges. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Oh, man, elevating his passing ability. Dimes like this from Rozier help him establish chemistry with his guys.
You know, Greg, sometimes it's just hard to quantify defense, but some new age metrics really value Mason Plumlee.
And there's a stat called defensive box plus minus that measures how good your team is with you on the floor. Year in, year out, Mason Plumlee is top 20 in the league, proving his overall effect on a game on the defensive end.
Irving drives in. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not so unlucky 13 shots.
Almost impossible to stop on the drive at times. I mean, Irving's penetrating ability, just remarkable.
Assisted by
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
This is why they go to him. When the game is tight, he ups his intensity level.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
His energy level has never dropped in this game. I mean, he's working his tail off. The D struggling to keep up. Even a blind squirrel finds an acorn once in a while, right? I did not think that was going on.
Timeout called the Nets. And every year, Terry Rozier seems to get better. Specifically, Greg, becoming a more efficient and lethal scorer.
I mean, he's improving his percentages over the years, especially his three-point shooting. When he came into the league, was not a threat from deep. Now, you have got to honor that outside shot.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Irving surveying the floor. Fires the 3. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
He's got his first 3 of the game. Took more than a half to do it.
Martin with it. Picked up by Aldridge. The jump hook. Good on the shot. Washington's got 10 points in the game.
A little contact, but Washington stays solid. I mean, uses some physical play to ensure the bucket.
Here's Irving. Pass to Bembry. Back to Irving. 6 to shoot. Second shot opportunity. And he makes good on the layup. Irving's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Good decision making. He looks to make the right plays. Irving's contributions on the glass, they don't go unnoticed.
Pass to Washington. Outside for Martin. Now here's McDaniel. Aldridge is covering.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Irving with the ball. Now Smith defending. A nice shot by Irving.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Stolen. From past the arc. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Following this game, they'll hit the road to challenge the Pacers at Pacers Arena in Indianapolis. From deep Washington. Trains the three-pointer. 13 points in the game.
Oh, impressive showing from Washington so far. Could be a big night if he stays productive.
They get it again. Outside Irving. Shot clock at 5. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ish Smith. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
There's 42 seconds left to play in the third.
Patrick Mills.
Outside Irving. A three-pointer off the mark.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist. 24 points for Kyrie Irving.
And he delivers another blow. Something's gotten into him this quarter. He's carrying them offensively.
Back to Smith. Pass to Martin. With 1 on the clock. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we'll be back with you shortly. Three tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Hornets trail by 6. Right side, Ball. And it's Rozier missing.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Harden outside. Here he goes. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That's on Miles Bridges.
Miles Bridges.
This is Harden's specialty. He's a wizard at getting contact, finding a way to finish.
Rozier for 3. It's hauled in by Thomas. Brooklyn leading by 9. Harden with it. Pass to Claxton. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
And here's Harden for 3.
Now, you got to like the energy Rozier plays with, especially on defense where he disrupts a lot of things.
And here's Washington outside. And again, the Hornets missing.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Harden, no good.
Not his best day from three-point range. I mean, just one in the first half and still looking for his first here in half number 2. No hesitation to get it to the rim. He uses his height advantage to convert the easy one.
Hornets trail by 7. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
It's Harden with the drive. And Harden with the stop.
When Harden is going strong to the rim, he's looking for the throwdown, ripping the rim down hard on that one.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And it's Washington missing.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
Here's Harden. Oh, and it's sent back by Washington.
Oh, great instincts there from Washington. Reading the situation and rising up to spike it.
5 to shoot. Harden inside the three-point line. That one off the back iron and out. And it's Bridges at the elbow. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but defensively, neither side has been able to adjust, and that's reflected in the score.
And even though the quarter has been a struggle, it doesn't look like he's lost his confidence. He keeps looking for a shot.
Back to Washington. And then Washington with the dunk.
What a huge possession. And Washington says, calm down, I got this. That's the confidence the team needs in that situation.
That free throw good from Washington. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Back to Harden. For 3. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Harden's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Harden attempts more threes than just about anyone, and you don't get that kind of leeway unless you knock him down. So poised and under control, Bridges relishes taking control and capitalizing on important possessions.
Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Inside, here's Edwards. Launches a 3. And the Nets, another 3.
Oh, I love how Harden pulls once he gets the ball. If you play off him just a little bit.
Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Here's Irving. And he uses the glass on the layup. Irving's got the lead up to 10 now for the Nets.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah, horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
And the foul called on P.J. Washington.
That's his second personal.
That's foul number 2 for him. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Timeout Brooklyn.
They're ahead by 8. 1:05 left in the fourth quarter.
I want to hear you. Let's go.
Bang. Your Brooklyn Nets.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, guys, during the last break, I heard Steve Nash talking to his team. His demeanor was not one of a coach whose team was well ahead. He said this is the time to turn up the heat, make one final push, and try to close out strong. Let's see if they were listening, guys.
Thank you, David. No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. Offline with his 3. They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock. And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Well, at the arc, Washington can be so dangerous. Focuses his shot and just drills.
Count that one.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And the Hornets call time here. They're trailing by 7. 23 seconds left in the fourth.
Come on, let me hear you.
.23 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And it's Martin missing. And here's Brooklyn. Here's Irving. That one falls, coming off Johnson's feet. And it's a 9-point Nets lead.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Well, this is what guys play for, and when it pans out like this, it's a great feeling.
Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Shooting for Charlotte.
He makes the second free throw, and that narrows the gap to 7. And no good on the third free throw. So he ends up going 2 of 3. So it's the Nets picking up the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans. But in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on. But let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing.
Teaching, but I don't have a daughter. I know me who pick up when I call her. Working big and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know he missed the know I got him running to it. I'ma need the full amount before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stand up till like a stunner do it. I'm the best that you know, and I got it on my own. Staying Gucci, hit a toe. Keep my way up, it don't go. I'm the best that you know. If I touch it, then it's cold. Just like Kobe, I'm the GOAT. Get my way up, it don't go. I'm the best that you know, and I got it on my own. Staying Gucci, hit a toe. Get my way up, it don't go. I'm the best that you know. If I touch it, then it's cold. Just like Kobe, I'm the GOAT. Get my way up, it don't go. Top dog like I manage. I'm the really damaged. I came out and made the channel froze. I'm really who the panel chose. Put my name up like a banner bow. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name a who got a better flow, cause she can hang it up just like a telephone. Slick me up with the party on. 10K to let it come see it. Hands down now, make it come treat it. Spin, make it come. I want the Louis in the machine out. Jewelry be cold like the temperature 0. I'm the hardest, they call me the hero. Heaven if then they know what I be on. I'm the best that you know, and I got it on my own. Staying Gucci, hit a toe. Keep my way up, it don't go. I'm the best that you know. If I touch it, then it's cold. Just like Kobe, I'm the GOAT. Keep my way up, it don't go. I'm the best that you know, and I got it on my own. Staying Gucci, hit a toe. Keep my way up, it don't go. I'm the best that you know. If I touch it, then it's cold. Just like Kobe, I'm the GOAT. Keep my way up, it don't go.
Hello, and thanks for joining us, folks, for this midweek NBA action on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. We've got the Brooklyn Nets and the Miami Heat. Offensive rebound. Here's Mourning. Second chance shot. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
First points of the night, and you know this is going to be a battle of matchups.
What's going to be fascinating to watch is which matchups are they willing to go exploit.
Harden scanning the floor. From deep. Rebounded by Hardaway. Pass to Mashburn. Off target with his three. Irving from long range. And Brown pulls it down. And here are the Heat. Here's Bowen. Heat moving the ball around to the paint. That's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
Timeout call by Brooklyn. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Hey, fan, who wants a free t-shirt? Make some noise!
First quarter of play, 1 minute played. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
And sometimes from the outside, not always clear what led a coach to call for a timeout.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
about 1 minute into the first quarter. Here's Brown. Brooklyn with the rebound. Harden outside. Driving in. And the jam by Harden.
And for Harden, finishing through contact is just part of the job description. He gets bodied up almost every time he takes it inside.
Mourning. And Mourning throws it down.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Irving drives in. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Oh, Kyrie dazzling on the drive. One of the best in the league at that.
Inside. Brown. And finished off by Brown.
Impossible to stop the putback when he's got that kind of position.
Agreed, Greg. Let him get his hands on it inside and finish it off.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
Stolen by Harden. On the wing, Harden. And stolen by Mourning. It's tipped. On the wing, Irving. Pass to Bembry. Harden right side. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Brown. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Harden's got his second basket of the game. Hardaway. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Pass to Brown. Out to Hardaway. Back to Brown. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Brown's got 6.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Harden. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Maybe the best ever at earning free throws. I mean, Harden has mastered the art of contact and still being able to get off the shot.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's Mashburn. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. Austin. Pass to Crotty. Here's Askins. The shot comes out, and Brooklyn will come the other way. Harden outside. Drives to the hoop. And the jam by Harden.
And Harden is a nightmare in the pick and roll. Just a clever combo guard who is completely unpredictable.
And Griffin sends it back. Right side, Thomas. Cans it from downtown.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
The Heat trail by 4. To the middle. Here's Austin. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position. Well, I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Brooklyn shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And he makes the first.
And the playmaking of Harden continues to impress. Whether he's looking for his shot or creating for others, such a dynamic talent.
Down low. Here's Mourning. And it's sent back by Aldridge. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. James Harden getting it done for the Brooklyn Nets. He finishes with 9. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the Nets, what do you think?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
Well, as a shooter, when the ball is sent back in your direction enough times, it can certainly have an impact on your mind.
Six to shoot. Pass to Aldridge. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
And inside the paint, Aldridge can be so physical, not letting anything get in his way.
Now here's Hardaway. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Miami shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. At the elbow, Griffin. Pass to Bembry. Out left to the wing. Outside, Griffin. To the inside. Sweet move.
Terrific at just being aggressive. Aldridge excels at putting pressure on the D and getting the call.
The Nets have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
The Heat trail by 7. And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That'll be his second foul of the game. Stolen.
And no need to rush on a situation like that. That's just giving away a possession.
And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Nets.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnover.
One more thing they've done well is challenge shooters and change shots. A lot of blocks early.
It's Harden with the drive. And the jam by Harden.
Crafty off the dribble. And the moment Harden gets an angle on you with his strength, it's over.
Brown inside. Pass to Mourning. It's hauled in by LaMarcus Aldridge.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I tell you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, this is why you hate to lose momentum. It can be hard to get it back.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. To the paint. Here's Mourning. And stolen by Aldridge. Harden outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And the ongoing league debate. Who's the toughest guy to guard? Harden's name always comes up.
He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
Free throw good, James Harden.
And a great job from the line this quarter. They've gotten their percentage way up there.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Timeout called, the Heat. The Heat trail by 15. Here's Hardaway. Here's Mourning. And Mourning throws it down.
Yeah, and Mourning just a beast on the glass, using that muscular frame to get into prime position there on the boards.
Timeout called, the Nets. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you for the baton, Kevin. Kyrie Irving, of course, marches to the beat of his own drum. At times, that might rub people the wrong way, but Kyrie says, I've learned lessons from it. That's the most beautiful and exciting part, just the growth. What I'm saying is, it's always been bigger than the game for me. And guys, you have to respect his willingness to go it alone.
You do indeed, D.A. Thank you for that portrait. Timeout called, the Nets. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Irving. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Nets lead by 15.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Mourning inside. Banked in off the glass. Morning's got 5 points now this quarter.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Edwards with the block. Left side, Irving. .139 left in the first half of the game. And he converts the layup. Irving's got his third bucket of the night.
Well, this is one of the best in the league at converting off contact. What body control by Kyrie Irving.
Hardaway with it. He's picked up by Irving. Pass to Morning. Back to Hardaway. And they pick up 2.
Coming in fast. First place, you coming in last. I'm hitting that gas. I'm hitting that